What's your biggest passion? Because for me, truly, I love tree climbing. It's one of my favorite things to do. And one time, when I was explaining my passion to someone, I said, "Oh, I climb trees for days, bud." And they said, "Really? You've spent a whole day in a tree before?" And I thought, not yet. So here's the plan. I wander into the forest fighting off tigers and bears to get to my favorite tree, a towering spruce that looks over the Atlantic Ocean far into the distance. I will then take 1 or 2 trips into the branches to bring up supplies, a hammock, some food, water, and various other items. Once everything is up, I will note the time my feet leave the ground, and I won't touch back down until 24 hours later. Well, here we go. It's about 12:15. I'm about to hop into the tree right now, and then I'm not coming down till 24 hours from now. There we go. Nice. So I want to show you guys a little bit of my setup. I came here last week, put a board and this chair in the tree so I have somewhere to be a little bit more comfortable at times. I have my bag of things right here. I've not yet found a place to set up my hammock, but what I really want to show you guys is the view from above. And what did I get up to whilst I was hanging out in this tree? Hi, I'd like to order a large pizza with extra pine cones. My address? 1 spruce tree. No, that's not in a subdivision. I'm actually in a tree. Yes, I'll hold. Look at that little inchworm. Inching along. Look at you. Just inching along. Do you deliver by drone? Well, because Amazon Prime doesn't deliver pizzas. Because I want to share with the squirrels. Yeah, can you do it without a crust as well? And no cheese. Very little sauce. That's the cutest little mushroom that I've ever seen. Look at you. Cute little mushroom. Look at that tree. Oh, what a cute mushroom. What other tree-related ingredients can I get on a pizza? How many floors does my house have? None, I guess. Oh no. Oh. I went to hang this up. Here's what I really want to do in this video though. I want to talk to you guys about why I love tree climbing and what that means to you. As most of us do, I started tree climbing as a kid. There was a maple tree in our yard, and I remember being so excited when I finally passed a certain branch. I used to climb it all the time. But unlike other people, I never stopped climbing trees as I got older. And I don't know when it became a part of my identity, but there was a point when people just started associating me with tree climbing. It was, and is, a huge part of who I am.
When I'm at parties or meeting new people or even job interviews, I'll be asked what my hobby or biggest passion is. And to be totally honest, it's tree climbing.
Tree climbing is fun, plain and simple. When I climb a tree, I'm having fun. To me, there's nothing greater than the feeling of freedom, relaxation, and joy I get from climbing a tree. Being up a tree, there's an element of solitude, a zen, a peacefulness I get from being both physically active and close to nature.
But there's one particular moment that stands out in my mind, and it's when somebody told me, "Stop climbing trees. You're a grown man. Start acting like it." But that's exactly what I was doing.
We often have an image of an adult as someone who's a bit more serious, works their 9-to-5 job, pays their taxes, and leads a boring, average life.
But who decided that? And who gets to decide what being an adult means to you? No one but yourself. Whether you're an adult today or an adult tomorrow, you get to decide what that means.
You can be as weird and quirky as you want. You can live your life without the expectations of anyone else. Sometimes, when I'm at a park, swinging off the branches of trees or climbing to the top, people will stare at me at the bizarre sight of a grown man having fun.
But I don't care, because for me, I've found joy. The only real dictionary definition of an adult is a person who is fully grown and developed. But even that, I challenge with the question, do you ever want to stop growing? If you keep challenging yourself, doing something new, finding joy in new and interesting experiences, you're never going to stop growing. And that means being an adult is whatever you want it to be.
As dusk fell, I stayed atop the tree to watch the stars come out before settling into my hammock. I'm actually so happy to be sleeping in a tree tonight. This is great. I'm telling a few bedtime stories to the squirrels. And when he went back to his hidey hole, all of the acorns were gone. I know! I awoke with the morning light.
Well, I survived the night. It was a chilly evening. Not necessarily the kind of evening you want to be in a hammock in a tree. But it was a good time. It was great. I'm glad I did it, and there's nothing better than waking up in the morning to this view right here. I think that's a good view. I can't tell.
Spending a whole day in a tree is something I have always wanted to do, and as I packed up my hammock, I felt as though I wasn't ready to leave just yet. But even though this adventure is done, I know that I will make the choice, as an adult, to pursue many more into the future.